The Ukrainian advances in all regions have stopped. In the south of the country, Ukrainian forces are preparing for a further offensive deep in the region. Russian artillery and warplanes are heavily attacking the amassing forces of the enemy. The Ukrainian command is regrouping forces along the entire front line in the region before the upcoming offensives on Kherson and Novokhovka. On the left bank of the Ingletes River, Russian precise strikes destroyed 3 Ukrainian pontoon crossings in Vekili Ardakovo, Belaya Krynytsia, and Novogirigrovka. Clashes continue in the area of Davidov Brod. On the morning of October 7th, Ukrainian militants struck a residential quarter in Kherson with HIMARS MLRS. 5 civilians were killed after a precision-guided missile hit a bus. In the northeastern front, Ukrainian forces have not managed to advance in recent days. The Ukrainian military is regrouping forces, preparing to further attack Satseva and Kremenaya. Reconnaissance groups and foreign UAVs are active in the region. Russian units are preparing for the defense. Most civilians were evacuated. In turn, Russian-led forces continue their slow advance in the DPR. In the Bakhmut region, they took control of the villages of Vatodrovka and Veselina Dolina. Ukrainian forces are still fighting on the western outskirts of Zaitseva. In the town of Bakhmut, Wagner fighters took control of the asphalt plant. In the Zaporozhye region, the Ukrainian military command is reinforcing positions, apparently preparing for a large-scale offensive. The attacks are expected to come in the directions of Melitopol and Berdansk. Offensive operations could be carried out in the area of the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant as well. The Ukrainian maneuvers could also be aimed at distraction of the Russian military from other regions. After the 4 former regions of Ukraine entered the Russian Federation, Moscow clarified that it can use all means to protect its territories, including nuclear weapons. At the same time, it was noted that their deployment is only possible in accordance to the Russian military doctrine and fundamental laws of state policy in the field of nuclear deterrence. Thus, their deployment is possible in the case of aggression against Russia or its allies with the use of weapons of mass destruction, or aggression with the use of conventional weapons when the existence of the state itself is threatened. Blaming Russia, the Kiev regime called on NATO to launch preventative strikes against Russia and not wait for Russia's nuclear strikes. What should NATO do? Exclude the possibility of Russia using nuclear weapons? Preventive strikes so that they know what will happen to them if they do use? That's what NATO should do. Review the order of use, said Zelensky. Moscow assesses his demands as a call for the outbreak of world war. The West is inflaming a nuclear war, and the puppet, unstable Zelensky has turned into a monster whose hands can destroy the planet, the Russian Foreign Ministry responded.